Hey everyone, welcome to Microsoft Excel, Data Analysis with Excel Pivot Tables. Now before we dive in, let's take a minute to review the course materials, as well as the outline that will follow along the way. Now this course includes a ton of supplemental material to help you become a true pivot table expert. You'll have access to 50 plus downloadable PowerPoint slides. These are a really helpful resource or reference guide for when you're offline or on the go. I'd recommend that you print these out, mark them up, take notes, and just keep them on hand for when you need to quickly reference something that we've covered in the course. Now, throughout the course, you'll see about 100 interactive hands-on demos to keep you engaged from start to finish. These include downloadable workbooks that you can use to explore and learn from home at your own pace. And this course is absolutely packed with quizzes, knowledge checks, and homework exercises as part of each chapter. And these are designed to help reinforce key concepts and make sure that you're retaining the information every step of the way. And last but not least, we've got the final section of the course, which dives into a bunch of different interesting case studies to really put your skills to the test by applying the tools that you've learned in a variety of real-world contexts. Now, in terms of the course outline, this is broken up into 6 primary sections. Section 1 is all about Pivot Table 101. So this is laying some of the groundwork and setting the scene for some of the more advanced tools and techniques that we'll be covering later in the course. So it's all about how to structure your source data, how to navigate the field list. We'll practice creating and manipulating some tables and views. And then from there, we'll dive into section 2, which is all about formatting. This is the look and feel of your pivot tables. We'll cover conditional formatting rules, default and custom styles, table layouts, etc. Section 3 is where things start to get a bit more interesting. So this is sorting, filtering, and grouping tools. We'll talk about label and value filters, wildcards, grouping options, etc. And then by section 4, we'll really hit our stride. Calculated fields and values. This is where pivot tables really start to add a tremendous amount of value. So we'll practice creating custom calculated fields and items, summarization modes, and much, much more there. Now, section 5 is great. This is where we'll kind of shift gears a little bit and start thinking in terms of data visualization. And pivot charts give us the perfect tool to kind of add that visual element or visual layer on top of our pivot tables. So in section 5, I'll show you how to build a whole bunch of different types of pivot charts. We'll walk through slicers and timelines. I'll even show you how to create a pretty powerful dynamic dashboard from scratch. And that takes us into the final section, my favorite section of the course, the case studies. Now for sections 1 through 5, we'll be working primarily with the IMDb movie database, which I'll introduce in the next lecture. Section 6 is where I'll make all sorts of different data sets available to you that we can use to practice and apply the skills that we've learned throughout the course. So we'll talk about burrito ratings from San Diego restaurants. I've got actual shark attack records dating back to 1900. We've got San Francisco salary data, baseball team stats, Spartan race Facebook data, and much, much more. So I hope you're excited to dive in. I know I'm excited to take you through this journey. And if you're ready to roll, let's do this.